Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another review. I am Mr. Blast with Mr. Blast Reviews, and today we are taking a look at the Dragon Ball Super Superhero Ultimate Son Gohan. And there he is. He looks awesome. I honestly don't think I own a single Saiyan that I've opened up that has this different body mold. Took him out of the packaging, really didn't realize that he is an entirely new mold, which is crazy because it's kind of a good thing. Let's just get him off the stand and we will take a look. I've got a really old school comparison that I want you guys to see. Okay, so before we get into the comparison that I just mentioned, I just want to take a quick look at Gohan himself. And as crazy as it is, Gohan's not even one of my favorite characters, but I absolutely love this figure. I could not believe how easy it was to pose this guy. I have done a few other videos of Figuarts Dragon Ball figures, and while for the most part they do stand up pretty well, as you guys can see in the background, this Gohan was one of the best figures I've had to work with so far, and it's just a true, honest testament that Bandai and Tamashii Nations has been trying to make the perfect Saiyan body figure, which I'm very happy about. So let's take a quick look at his face and his hair. Now remember, this is Gohan after he received the power-up from the when he went on to the Kai's planet to fight Super Buu, or when he absorbed, or no, he was just Super Buu. It's been a while since I watched Dragon Ball Z, so forgive me on that. And it's just the power-up that he got, and he stuck with it. He did not go any further up until towards the end of the movie he was in, when he fought Cell Max, and he had, you know, Piccolo on his side with his orange form and all that stuff like that. But anyway, so take a look. Much like the updated Vegeta that we had with the blue panel, or that the Super Saiyan blue hair, and he had the anime type of drawing lines on his face. This is what they added to Gohan, and he looks really good. I really like the nice lines they added. It really helps draw out more of the anime look to these characters, and I really think that's the whole thing. We're trying to get as anime accurate as possible with these figures, and we're getting there. We're getting closer and closer. We may have to go another body mold or two to get there, but right now, this is a really good time to be a collector of these figures. They're just absolutely fantastic. I love the way they look. Here's the back side of the figure. They're doing a little better hiding these knee joints. They're not nearly as egregious as the older molds. And like I said, we're going to take a trip to the past, and I'm going to show you guys later in the video exactly how much better the knees have gotten. They're still not perfect, but they look a heck of a lot better here than they do on the older ones. Some of you may have already guessed what I'm getting at, but anyway, so we're gonna do a little bit of articulation, then we'll take a look at accessories, and we'll go from there. So here's his head. He can look up pretty far, actually, and that's really good. He can look down quite a bit if we just fix his torso. Gohan can look down about that far. He's got your typical ball peg in there, which gives him really nice range of movement. The arms, he can't do a perfect T-pose, but that's pretty good, I would say. For the poses that you can get Gohan into, it's pretty good. He can do a full 360. Let me check. He can, if you don't try to rotate the sleeve. So his arm will go all the way around as long as you're not trying to rotate this part right here. He does have a nice butterfly joint, as you can see. There we go. A little bit of a gap in here, but honestly, I don't think you're looking at your characters from like this anyway. So he's got a, you know, the typical bicep swivel, which is nice. Double jointed elbow, gets really good range of movement on that one. And it looks pretty good even with the skin tone color. There's his elbow, a little bit of the, you know, the inner workings of the arm itself, but it's really not that bad. Typical wrist, and really easy ball peg to pop these hands off of and put the new ones on. Just super easy. I don't know, maybe I'm just messing with the older figures too much recently, and these are just much easier to get the hands on and off. His torso, he can go back that far. He can go forward this much, which is pretty good. He's got a waist swivel. Looks really good. And going down to the legs here, I will say the only issue I have, and I'm not saying this figure is perfect, man, he is so close. Like I said, we're getting there. Maybe another mold or two, and we'll get this down, you know, with advances in technology and whatever else, and how they figure out how to do the joints and whatnot. Well, back here, it's fine. Looks pretty good. It's this whole, like, crotch piece area. You know, when you talk about figures and you try to like articulate your words and get things out to convey the message that, you know, something is not 100% to your liking, and I get it, they're never going to make a figure that everyone's going to like, but this is still better than what most figures can do. He can do these splits. I've heard people in the past say things like, oh, you know, we got to get rid of the diaper, I guess the diaper area. And once again, I'm not new to collecting. I'm new to videos with this, but I hope you guys understand the message I'm trying to convey here. So anyway, he has the thigh swivel, which looks pretty good. You have a really nice double jointed knee here. Looks awesome. Again, great posing potential for this character, this figure. You can spin his ankle all the way around in circles, and he's got the back and forth on his shin here, his foot. He can go about that far up. He can go that far down. You don't want to go too far, you might break it. And the toe pivot looks okay. It's a little disjointed, but again, if you're kind of like doing like a bending knee pose, then it's really hard to tell. But it's kind of hard to get that balance between what the figure could look like if he's bending a knee or something, or, you know, if you just can't do it at all. Because some figures I've never been able to stand upright doing like a superhero pose or whatever. But Gohan, this version of Gohan is absolutely fantastic. So I'm hoping at some point we get a Super Saiyan 2, maybe as adult Gohan. And I know they also just released the Super Saiyan Son Gohan. Well, not just released, a couple months ago. You know, in the Cell Saga when he's only achieved Super Saiyan level 1. So I still need to get that. If you guys would like me to do a review on that, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Would you like to see Gohan in his teen years? You know, again, in the Cell Saga, I would definitely try to make that happen for you guys. So let's take a look at his accessories. Let's leave Gohan here in the background. Real quick, let's take a look at his face molds. He's got a couple different faces here. Again, with the nice drawing anime lines on his face. The yelling scream, which happens a lot in Dragon Ball Super, Z, GT, Dragon Ball, whatever. It's just a staple for the anime itself. But it looks really, really nice. Very clean line work. I love it. Here is his grinning face. Try not to cover that. There you go. That's a much better look. Again, very, very nice. They actually changed how the faces go on too. Let me show you that real fast. So what I do is I take the head off, and wow, it's very easy, but also convenient how to take these heads off. So you pull the face away from the hairpiece, and then this pops off. I actually think this works a lot better. It makes sure that the face doesn't fall off. So we can just swap piece here, and we'll put the grin face on him. And bam. Basically, in the older molds, this was all one piece right here. But now they realize they can save money by creating it so that it's a detachable face, and bam, just like that. And look, I barely have to pose him. He stands up all on his own. I absolutely love it. Here are some of the hands you get. You get 3 extra sets of hands. You get his Kamehameha hands. Looks pretty good. Just the same skin tone, which looks really nice on the figure. It matches him perfectly. Let's get the, you know, I guess energy blast hands. Which looks really good. They're kind of clenched as opposed to the open fingers completely. And then you've got his fighting pose hands here. 2 fingers out. Very reminiscent of a lot of characters do this. Goku does it a lot. He's actually got hands like this too. I actually can see, I don't know if you guys can see Super Saiyan 4 on the left there. I don't know if you can because of the way he's turned, but he's got almost the exact same finger pose that Gohan comes with, and it works. It represents Dragon Ball characters when they're ready to go to battle. So, okay, so the comparison I wanted to make, if you haven't guessed it by now, remember this guy? This is a 1.0 body mold of Ultimate Son Gohan. I actually forgot that I had this guy in my collection. And like I said, I'm not going to do a full-on analysis of this figure. It's just more of a look how far we've come in the many, many years that they've been making these figures. And it really does show that while a lot of leaps have been made forward in how these figures are made, a couple back, but mostly forward. To be honest, I really like the way the crotch piece looks on this one over this one. That's an opinion. Again, I know that sounds really weird saying that out loud, but it's just something that I notice when handling these figures all day. Again, the arms, much better on this guy compared to the old one. And the backside, the knees. The knees are the biggest one for me. I don't really care about the other stuff. The knees. This is how much better I think they've gotten with knees, and this is opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, or just, you know, say, hey, he's kind of right. I like this better. I don't know why. There's just something about this. I don't know. Again, it's opinion. What do you guys think? Do you like the newest body mold of the knees the way they look here? Or do you like the orange old school Ultimate Gohan knees? Just let me know. Tell me I'm wrong. Hey, you're crazy. The 1.0 looks way better. And I'll tell you why, and it's more because range of movement. You get more range of movement on these knees, like I showed you, with this. I think so. It just looks better. And this is what you get with this Gohan. And that's my thing. There's a huge gap in between all of that. It just doesn't look right. And that's really it. That's my biggest thing. They both stand up. I mean, he stands up way better than this guy does. I hope we get a new body mold of this Gohan with this uniform, his dad's uniform, his real father. I know the joke. So, but yeah, that's just something I wanted to make a quick comparison to. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I am Mr. Blast. Today we reviewed the Dragon Ball Super Superhero Ultimate Son Gohan with the newest Saiyan body mold. What do you guys think? Do you think this mold is way better than anything we ever got? Do you have this figure? Would you purchase it if you were able to? I'll try to find a link and I'll put it in the description down below. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it very much. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.